Good afternoon, Copites. Welcome back to another episode of Copites of Anfield with your boy Tony. So, what a weekend, eh? But as you know, before we get into all of that, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's keep pushing. Let's get these eyes on this channel and the content that we're doing. I know that there's a lot of you out there that are sort of tuning in, and it'd be good to kind of see that get boosted and get more comments coming in, because this is why we're here. We're here to kind of facilitate you, because Copites of Anfield is all about the community. It's not about me as an individual, or even our sort of group as we've got right now. It's everybody's included. So hit that like button, get commenting, and obviously get subscribing. So yeah, well, I predicted doom and gloom, didn't I? I predicted a tight game, which it kind of was, but I think I was right about how we are playing, and it hasn't really changed that much. One or two little improvements here and there across the pitch, but there's too many lazy football being played right now, from what I can see. There's too many gaps. There isn't that fire and that desire. Even in a Merseyside derby, I mean, it was, Everton were definitely up for it, and they came out to play their way, like we know how they play, and they didn't change that. We're just limping along, aren't we? I think we're just, we are sleepwalking into trying to get the fourth spot, potentially third, and there's nothing in there that tells me they really want this. And I mean, look, brilliant to see Salah score a goal against Everton, right? That's his place. It's there in Manchester. I think he really thrives, doesn't he? So good to see him get that, and good for him. I'm really pleased that he got a goal, and he looks fairly decent. There's no two ways about it. And Van Dijk getting the winner as well, when we probably needed it most. And on the face of it, I don't think it was even a game that we should have won. It probably warranted a draw. Everton did have probably the better chances in the first half, I would say. But to come away with a win at their ground for the first time, when they gave it the big one with the big tifo and all the sort of pyrotechnics and the noise and everything else like that to shut them up, was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And that's the only sort of good takeaway I can take from that. And it was obviously apart from the goals from Van Dijk and Salah, of course. But that was it. There was nothing for me to get excited about. In fact, I remember watching the game and feeling nervous for the whole 100-odd minutes of that game. And in fact, I think at one point, because I keep an eye on the Aston Villa score, that I'd quite happily take a draw right now and Villa to keep drawing. And then you see the winner going for Aston Villa and you think, oh, okay, well, we're cooked. And then we managed to get a last-minute goal. So it kind of brightened up the sort of footballing weekend. And of course, you had the title race match, which obviously between City and Arsenal, and that didn't fail to disappoint as well. So I've been kind of catching up on some of the banter that's been put on YouTube as well. But for us, look, same old, the same situation really. We're just not at it at all. I think we've run out of steam. There's nothing that this manager kind of can motivate us on now, really. And sooner the season's over, the better. And hopefully we can secure a top 4 place for Champions League for next year, and then see where we go. But the only sort of takeaways to say for me, fantastic that we won the game, fantastic in the manner that we won it. And obviously the goals from our veterans as well, and especially Salah, mostly for Salah really, and becoming one of the sort of top scorers against Everton. So, really, really pleased and happy for him. Mamardashvili got a bit of a knock as well, so I'm not entirely sure how serious that is. But you know, Jesus, I mean, we are getting some serious injuries now, aren't we? And some of these, most of these players actually are probably involved in the World Cup, and Ekitike definitely ain't playing in the World Cup. Yeah, so there's you know, Isak's coming back. You could still tell that he wasn't match fit. You know, we're still kind of nursing him through, but I wonder why didn't we sort of start Ngamoa, you know, and even Chiesa. Gakpo just gets this up. Mind you, he played well. You know, he did okay, Gakpo. He had 1 or 2 chances. But if Isak isn't fit, bring him as an impact player rather than starting him off. But, you know, I'm not the manager and I'm not doing stupid decisions, am I? So yeah, there it is. I mean, on to the next game against Crystal Palace. They have been a bit of a bogey team for us of late, haven't they, as well? So, you know, I'd love to think we can get 3 points, but again, I every game that passes now, I really struggle to see a win. Just by the way that we're playing, and I think you guys know this too. It's just horrible to watch. It's paint drying football, isn't it? Where you either want to just shoot yourself in the head because it's so bad, or just support a different team entirely, or actually just go and watch a different sport. Maybe I'll take up golf or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just now sort of waiting for the season to finish, if I'm honest, and where we end up, we end up. But I just hope to God that this guy gets gone. Tell me what you think. What did you think of the game, guys? You know, put down in the comments. You know, I would love to hear what you're thinking, feeling about it. You know, as a Liverpool fan, yeah, great result, and great because it was against them. And we could have, if the results had gone our way as far as the Chelsea Man United game is concerned, we could be sat in third right about now, third, fourth, something like this. As it is, we're not. So, yeah, there it is, I guess. So yeah, listen, guys, that's my short review of the Everton game. As I said, it was a good finish, and I got pretty drunk that night as well, to be fair. Well, anyway, that's all I can hang on to, I guess. So listen, have a great rest of the week, guys. Look after each other, look after yourselves, and as always, never walk alone.